got some wintry football ahead of us as it's all teed up and ready. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Dylan Laube on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. It was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness that few have.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And Snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jeanty. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. They'll have the first down and even more. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Shotgun give here to Jeanty. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another give here to Jeanty. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. A gain of 15 there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Look at this. The tight end getting a carry here. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Jeanty from the gun. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Now the Raiders ready in for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss, first play of the game. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They strike for 23 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Batted away at the line, incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Now Smith taking off with it. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They still have 5 to go here. 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Smith. He's making a bid for it. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Running from the pistol here with Jency. They dodge the tackle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That's Lockett, he brings it in. And they make the tackle at the 38. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Straight ahead with Genty. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Quick slant, cut by Lockett. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Smith taking off with it. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Now Brock still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 2nd and 6 coming up here. And off to Genty. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Genty. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes on a designed run. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's worthy. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 40-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. To the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 32. Sending the tight end in motion left. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Where's our last chance?
1st and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Butker knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives him a little more confidence running into the locker room.
We'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He's back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott, and welcome back to the rest of you as the snow continuing to fall here ahead of our second half. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. It's Geno Smith now with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First call here coming from the shotgun. They go play action. It's Mahomes. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly, but the catch moves him to the 48. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Hunt trying things up the gut. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. A counter give here to Pacheco. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Third and long for him here. Got it, man, and Kelsey has it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Man in motion here. Pacheco finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Snowy weather, no problem for them on that point after. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3.
Raiders 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first.
The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Brought in by his back here, it's Genty. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Second down run by Pacheco. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Looking to throw. And they give to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up fourth down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. On the option, it's Genti. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. First down, and they go right back to it. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Blitz coming for Smith. Finds him on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Raiders down by only 3. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun give here to Genti. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Setting up to pass. Hauled in. Again, it's Bowers. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
Going right back to Mostert. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
At the 12-yard line.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's in 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll go again with Mostert. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
So they call a timeout. That is their final one, and with time left for maybe 2 plays, let's see what they do. Do they chance it, or do they just kick it now? On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Looking good, and it's through! And in the final moments, they have tied this game!
Overtime, rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Lofts it deep right side. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Raiders are out of bounds on the return, so get ready, everybody. We've got some free football on the way. Well, both teams have battled not just each other over 4 quarters, Brock, but these elements as well, and it's not letting up. Overtime is underway. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got second down. A give to Mostert out of the gun. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll keep it with Mostert on first down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Shotgun handoff for Mostert. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First drive of overtime and a little risk of stalling out now. Got to get 4 here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That's caught for the first. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Vegas first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there, and it's going to be second down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Here's a give inside to Mostert. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Throwing on third, Smith. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Now first run of the game is Amir White. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Just a reminder, a touchdown doesn't end it here, but it would put them on the edge of victory. Here's second down. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 1.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime. On third down, Chiefs going with a nickel. Now to throw. He's got it. It's a touchdown, and they've got a 6-point lead here in OT.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights, and the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Gonna need to go touchdown for touchdown here. This game is over as this kicks away. Here's Smith on the return. And decent run back is gonna end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. Now, we walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. First and 10 from the 43. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll have none remaining in OT. First and 10 from the 32. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Finding Brown, back-to-back plays. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, then let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Big moment here in overtime. Fourth down, and the offense is out there. Here he is to throw. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. Well, in the past, that opening touchdown would have won it for him on the spot, but not anymore, baby. They needed not just the score, they needed a stop on the other end, too, before they could leave here with that victory.
Ultimate team, right? Together, everyone achieves more. In the old day, that coin toss was often a deciding factor. Not anymore. Now it took their defensive effort as well. It's why that locker room celebration, because it's a whole team, is going to be so darn sweet.
With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners.